Howdy folks, welcome to another episode of Cook with Bev. Today we're going to try something different again. We're going to do some lovely pork loin chops here on the old Weber kettle, and we're going to try reverse searing them over the charcoal today. So it's going to be a new experience. I've been recommended to try reverse searing over charcoal, so I'm looking forward to giving it a crack. Anyway, I've got some lovely pork loin chops here that I got this morning down at the local farmers market from Chop the Butchery in Waimate. Lovely people to deal with. Highly recommend you suss them out if you're in Oamaru. Anyway, we'll get these things sorted out. I've got some Weber low and slow pork rub here, so we'll give them a wee bit of a rub up. Just spread those out nice and evenly. They're nice and moist, so I shouldn't need any binder. I was thinking about chucking some honey on them, try and sweeten them up, but we'll just give them the old rub today and chuck them on the grill. Anyway, give them a bit of a sprinkle down. A lovely colour to it, this rub. I used this last week with the pork belly burned hens. It's a great video. I highly recommend you go and check that one out. That was my birthday episode. Things got a bit carried away there. Yeah, maybe you've had one beersy too many. Anyway, we'll flip these over. Give them another bit of a rub up. It's got a bit of chili in this rub. It's a medium heat. People in our household don't mind a wee bit of chili, but they don't want too much. So that's why I'm not getting too liberal with the rub here, folks. But that should be plenty. Anyway, now good to go. I've got half a basket of charcoal going in here that I've got to stick in the one basket. It's not quite right to go just yet. I'm still waiting for it to ash up. So we'll leave it at that for the moment. I'll come back to you when I've got that ready to go in there, and we'll get the Weber up to temp. I've only got just over half a basket worth of charcoal. I'm not looking for a high heat today. Somewhere around 220 Fahrenheit, 250 Fahrenheit is going to be ideal. These chops, some of them, because they've come from a home kill butchery, some are a little bit thinner than others, but that's not a problem at all. So we don't want to go too high and dry these things out. So we're just going to go nice and low, nice and slow. Give them 45 minutes to an hour, and then we'll look at reverse searing them off. But until we get that charcoal ready to go, I'll leave it at that, folks. And I'll come back to you when we're ready to chuck this on the grill. Alrighto, folks, it's been about 10 minutes, and I'm very happy. The old Weber is stabilised off at about 200 and 255. I've got the air vents at the bottom nearly closed right down, so I'm super happy with that. I know once I put the pork in, the temperature is going to drop down a little bit, so we're going to be good to go. So we'll make a start here. Move the lid around here, folks. Now obviously we're going to be using an indirect method, and I've got one probe here that I'm going to use. I'll stick that in the biggest, thickest, fattest chop, and hopefully we won't dry out the rest. So we'll start with our big chop, and we'll stick him in with the bone side in towards the heat source, and that should shield the chop off a little bit from that direct heat. And we won't get a dry chop. There's nothing worse than a dry pork chop, people. Get these in here. You have just the right amount of room, I believe. You move him over a little bit. And that's excellent. Righto, we'll get our little bit of maple wood on. Right there on the charcoal. Then we'll get our probe in. And I'll stick this in our big chop here. Around from the other side. Down and hard against the bone. Put that lid on. And that's that. Now I've got that probe preset to about 130 degrees. That's a medium rear, or just under a medium rear. We'll let them rest off a little bit at that, and then we'll finish them off on the reverse sear, and try and get that crackling crisped up a little bit. But until then, folks, we'll just let the old kettle do its thing, and we'll be back to you soon. Alrighto, folks, my alarm's gone off on my pork chops here, so we'll have a wee look in here and see what's going on. Looking very nice. Pull that probe out. Yes, I think we've done just right here. So it's time to give these things a bit of a reverse sear. So I'll get the old gloves on here. Now you may notice the old Weber Go Anywhere up here on the table. I'm doing some wee poppers in there. That's another video. You'll see when I post it up that the two videos cross each other in here. So anyway, we'll get these things here out of here. We'll just take the whole grill off for the moment. And we'll tip this charcoal out. And I've got another whole chimney of charcoal here that we'll put in the bottom of the grill. And then I'll get my tongs here and I'll spread that out so it's a nice and even spread across the grill plate there. That's excellent. Righto. Goes back on there. Spread them around a little bit, get them over the coals. Oh, she's a smoky job, folks. Righto, well, I'm going to go grab some tongs, and I'll sear these things off, and then when I'm finished here, I'll come back and we'll cut one open and we'll have a wee look. And until then, folks, we'll be back soon. Well, here we go, folks. We've given them a sear off. We've got a nice little bit of charcoaling on them. You live and you learn. I've probably put a little bit too much charcoal in there for a sear off. I know better for next time. They set off really quick, probably a bit quicker than I would have liked. But anyway, we'll give one a bit of a cut open here. I'll go with this thinner one here, cut him right through the centre. Oh. Yeah, folks, if you get a look at that, there's a part, very juicy. That's beautiful. Lovely and moist. A real nice charcoaly. It's hard to explain, folks. I tell you, it's a lovely flavour. Lovely flavour. Like sort of a burnt charcoal. It's a lovely smoked flavour. Oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely delicious. Oh well, folks. That's it for our pork chop episode. Thanks for watching. It's yeah, it's been an interesting cook. Oh, that charcoal flavour, folks, unbelievable. But anyway, I've still got some work to do here on the old poppers, so I'll leave it at that. But thanks for watching, and until next time, she's going to be tasty, boys.